Hello, folks. In this video, I wanted to talk about Ola, the company that I work at. Ola is a great company, actually, in my view. But the sad part is Ola, gets mocked at a lot online and in real world, like in social media and whatnot and stuff like that. And it also gets a lot of hate, right? So there's a lot of hate and mockery, and so Ola has also got a bad reputation, bad rep. It's sad though, because it's an Indian company that's trying to do a lot of things. It's a very ambitious company. I understand where people are coming from, why they hate some things. Is this extreme emotions though, and I get it. But yeah, it's just sad. I believe Ola will get through this and come out in a great way. What are these things that are going on, right? Like this whole hate, mockery, insults, bad reputation and whatnot. Why is this happening, right? So it's first, see, Ola is in a very tricky position as a company, in the sense that, I mean, for now it's in many industries. For example, scooters, and then next it'll also come. I mean, it's already in AI and all that. It'll come more in like other areas in EV, electric vehicles. But previously it was just in cabs and mobility in general, which is cab services and then auto services and also bike services, right? So in when it was just that, and it is also mainly now that, and apart from being other things, Ola Electric is a separate company in general, and Ola AI also. When it comes to cab services, auto and bikes and all, what happens is Ola is in a tricky position. It has to satisfy, say, its customers, say whoever is using the Ola app, for cabs, auto, basically mobility. I'll just call it as mobility: cabs, auto, bike, and then and even parcel and all. And then it has to satisfy its driver partners who are driving these cabs, or driving for parcel, or driving the bikes, or driving the autos. And then they also have to satisfy and their employees and stakeholders, like the investors and all. So there are a lot of people to keep. There are a lot of people to satisfy. You have to keep them all happy, all the stakeholders happy, your customers, your employers, basically your customers, your employees, your investors, and your driver partners, right? And basically they are also in some way employees, but is or part of the platform. It's a tricky thing, right? So for example, and they also have to be a sustainable business, so they have to earn some profit. So, and they pay a lot to, say, software engineers and all of their company people. I'm sure they pay quite a bit, because software engineering, it's a very lucrative job. You have to pay a lot. So when they get a lot of commission, they're basically paying a lot to the software engineers, the employees, and the management will also get some money. So they have to ensure that the prices are low, so that the customers actually come and get the service. And they also need to be a sustainable business, so the commission has to be good. And they have to give a good amount of money to the driver partners also, so that they drive for them. And if it's a sustainable business and they pay the employees well, the employees will stay. And if it's a sustainable business with good profit, the stakeholders, like the shareholders, the investors, will be actually happy, right? So these are some of the things they have to do. In this process, some things happen. Say auto walas and like the people who drive autos might want more money. They might want to pay less commission. They might want to go around Ola and say they'll just cancel the booking and ask the customer to be like, don't pay on Ola, don't pay on Ola money, or let's just cancel this Ola trip, but I'll just leave you at the place and pay me the same amount so that the money doesn't go to Ola, or any other similar company, right? like Uber or whatever there is out there, like Namayatri, Rapido, and whatnot. I think even cab services might do this. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I've seen auto drivers do this. Um, and a lot. I think I've even heard this case, but I don't know much about this. For example, there was a case where in Bangalore, the Ola campus, a lot of people threw stones or something, or like they had a strike. The auto drivers, I think, they had a strike in front of the Ola office. I can't remember much of the details, but I just heard this. I think there was some issue. I don't know much really. Some issue, and they were just having a strike. And even now, lot of Ola auto drivers or just generally auto drivers cause issues. For example, there was this TCS World 10K marathon in Bangalore, and I was going in an Ola e-bike, electric bike, and this electric bike guy said, so I wanted to go to the place where the marathon was happening. The electric bike guy who was riding the bike was like, and it's an Ola EV, and he was like, dude, like I have to drop you before itself, because before the your location, a bit before the location, because auto drivers are actually catching these people who are driving. I don't know. I think he was talking only about EVs, or I think he was talking about even bikes in general, not just EV scooters, but even motorcycles and scooters in general, like petrol scooters and all that, petrol motorcycles and everything, right? So he was saying auto drivers are just catching us and trying to manhandle us, taking away the keys, taking away our vehicle, and beating us up as a gang, saying that bikes, you use it for your personal stuff and not for, say, a business. Apparently, there is some case going on around this. If you can actually have a two-wheeler cab service as a business, right? So a lot of people have things against Ola as a company, and there's also hate in terms of like general hate, general mockery. I think random people, trolls. I guess you could call them as trolls. Random people just simply mocking, say the Ola AI, for example. A lot of people have tried out the Ola AI, and maybe it's not to the level of the other AI, assistants out there. But if you see some of the interviews with, say, Bhavesh Agrawal, he would have clearly mentioned that we are not there yet. We are not there where, say, ChatGPT or whatever is out there is there. I mean, not at that level, but we have to start somewhere to actually reach that level. So we have to start somewhere, right? So, for example, if we start off a cloud company, and Ola is starting off a cloud company, starting with the Kritrim, the AI developer cloud, like for providing AI services. And we do plan to provide our own data center services to the public, and we'll also be using it ourselves as a private data center also for our own services. So currently we are on public clouds of other companies, right? So we have to start somewhere. Like if we are like, even if I start off a company in the cloud business, um, like let's say I'm trying to compete with all the other cloud businesses out there, which is like there are very big businesses. Like I think the biggest ones, or one, yeah, like there are three biggest ones, and probably there might be more. So one is AWS, Amazon Web Services by Amazon, and then there's Google Cloud Platform by Google, and then there is Microsoft Azure by Microsoft, and then there are some more big popular cloud services out there, and there are so many cloud companies out there, right? So if I start off a cloud company, of course I won't be as good as them when I start off, but I have to start off to actually be able to compete with them, right? So Ola is starting off as of now, right? A lot of people are mocking at them. A lot of people are throwing mockery. They're hating. They're doing public hate speech on social media in many places, and a lot of insults and whatnot, right? A lot of mockery going on. Mocking is easy, but running a company is not. A lot of people who are mocking just are doing it. I don't know what they get out of it. They're just laughing at Ola and what we're doing over here, right? And the worst part is some of the people, even within Ola, sometimes have some amount of hate and hate speech and mockery and insults and whatnot. Like mocking within Ola and like mocking your own company doesn't make sense to me. You're working for a company. If you don't want to work for it, just leave the company. I don't know why some of these people work for the company and still, trash talk about Ola internally and externally. I don't know why. You can have opinions, yes, but trash talking too much, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if they're exaggerating. I'm new to Ola, but I understand their concerns, but I think a lot of their concerns can happen almost anywhere in any Indian company or any company in general. A lot of those things can happen, right? Um, and What else? Yeah, if you don't like the company, just leave, I would say, right? And I also, because of the hate speech from outside, I also hear some of my colleagues saying that they are like, dude, I don't even tell the drivers, say auto drivers or scooter drivers, e-bike, EV scooter drivers and all that, that I am from Ola, because then they're just scared what will happen if they say that. They'll probably just start having a fight, or get into a controversial argument or some talk or something like that. So some of my colleagues have mentioned that they don't tell they're from Ola, but I generally usually tell I'm from Ola unless I notice that the person doesn't like it. But I sometimes even pretend like I don't know much about Ola and Ola services and stuff like that to see what drivers tell about the Ola EV bike and about Ola in general, right? Or I pretend like I know only a little bit and stuff like that. But a lot of drivers I've heard them say like some things are not good and whatnot. I've heard some drivers tell some good stuff about Ola EV also and about Ola, right? So they have their own problems. Yes, I understand that Ola is not perfect in terms of its services and all. For example, Ola EV is still pretty new. They are trying to bring in more support centers. They are trying to make the support better. They're trying to make the EV better, the EV scooter better, the hardware, the software, and whatnot. And I think it'll get better. I think it's a company that's very ambitious. They're trying to be in the EV world, the AI, artificial intelligence world, electric vehicle world, and next in the cloud world. I think they have very big ambitions, and it's a very serious company. The people here, the leadership, are very, very serious about what they do and what they work on, and they get work done by hook or crook, no matter what. My lead always keeps saying this, actually, get it done by hook or crook, and it works like a proper startup. Timelines are very small, work just gets done, and things get done, right? So yeah, I understand the whole set of people. Like for example, online hate speech and mockery and all is around, say, AI being not good. We're getting there. EV not being good. We're getting there. Like EV, them saying complaints are not taken up, or it's not good. Battery not good. We have a battery innovation center. We have a giga factory coming up, which is about the whole battery, like make batteries and whatnot, a lot of batteries. And we have a lot of service stations coming up. We have a lot of you know um, charging stations coming up. A lot of driver partners have actually complained about how electric vehicle charging stations are not good enough, are not maintained or serviced. I understand. I think we are just still getting there. I know that we don't have too many charging stations, and generally, this is a concern in general for any EV company, that in India we have a lot of petroleum stations and all that. We will have more as time moves on, as time passes. We will have more and more, I think. So internally, I've seen that there's like a lot of different plans for different things. I don't know why people are not optimistic properly. I think they have no skin in the game. They can simply mock and say, "Hey, Ola is not good," and whatever. But I think we are improving. We're still learning and getting better. And when you are actually at a point when you're improving and getting better, there are people who are just going to mock. They just know to mock. The interesting thing that I've noticed is even when people mock about the AI, the EV scooters, the batteries of the EV scooters or EV scooters in general, how they are and whatnot, or anything in general, right, about Ola. Um, Ola as a company, I haven't seen them actually, um, like, report these, or I don't know if they're reporting, because currently I can see them all on social media. I can see Ola as a company replying to some of these people. Say when our our boss, our Bhavesh Agrawal, our the man behind Ola, he posts on say Twitter. People actually reply to his tweets with mockery. They mock at him or at the Ola services and whatnot. But let's say someone mocks or tells something bad about Ola EV, the Ola company handle comes and says sorry and says reach out to us and we'll help you, right? Instead of reporting that comment as mockery or as spam or hateful speech or abusive speech and whatnot, or instead of actually stopping the replies or comments to the tweet and whatnot, they actually just reply saying if you have a problem, you can reach out to us and we'll help you, right? It's a very mature way of handling mockery and hate speech and trolls. Most of the time, I've noticed that, let's say someone talks about the EV, they go and reply saying sorry about this stuff, and you can just reach out to us and we'll help you. And the same is true for even the YouTube channel. Like, I think people put comments. I don't know about comments, I haven't seen comments yet, but I've seen people put, say, in live chats when Ola has live sessions around Ola stuff. People put chat comments. People write on chat telling about some Ola stuff like EV. They again mock or have hate speech around there, and there's a lot of mockery going on there. I've noticed it around Ola or the people, say Bhavesh Agrawal sir and whatnot. So I haven't seen like them being blocked and whatnot. They just keep typing. It just keeps going on. Um, it just happens. Like, I don't know if the company is actually blocking them and all. I haven't seen. I don't know much about it. But those are just there, and I think the company is not worried too much about them and is not putting their effort and all on all the, like, all that hate speech or mockery and insults and whatnot, and just keep the mocking as mock and just leave it off. And they're also not like, restricting things and all. They're just leaving it, and or maybe they're reporting it as spam. I just don't know, but I've just seen them, and yeah, I mean, it's just there. Like, it's just there, and I'm like, okay, so it's just there, and it's fine. Maybe, like, like, for example, if I was there, I would have just gotten pissed or something, maybe, and I would have been like, just mark these as spam and remove these from the chat and whatnot. But it's, to some extent, it's a lot of effort, and it's also like kind of like God mode, where you're trying to just control what people say and protect what people say and whatnot. Sometimes it's okay, like sometimes you just leave trolls as trolls instead of fighting with them or arguing with them and whatnot. But yeah, I think when you're actually a very ambitious company and you're trying to improve and trying to do great things, there are going to be some people who laugh at you, mock at you, a lot of mockery, a lot of hate speech. And when you're still getting better and they're not perfect, I think it's just going to be there. I think Ola as a company will come out of this and will become a great company, and it is already a great company, and it will become even greater, even bigger, and even better. And I hope to see a day where everyone, all the stakeholders, are at least like okay and satisfied with what Ola is doing, including the employees of Ola and including all the stakeholders, the driver partners, the customers, and of course the investors and all that, right? So yeah, that's all I had to talk about the whole Ola getting its bad rep. It's a sad thing. At times I've noticed this bad rep and I've heard about it, but there are a lot of people who respect Ola and the big ambitions that we have, and love to all of them. And to people who are hating and doing hate speech and doing mockery and insulting, well, we'll see you when we reach bigger heights. We'll see you what you say to us, and if you're still mocking at us, well, we'll reach more bigger heights. Not because you mocked at us or not to prove anything that to you, but because we can just reach heights that no one has ever reached, and we will reach them, and we'll keep reaching for higher heights. So yeah, that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.